Welcome to part 3 of NIBtechsupport's command prompt tutorial. First thing we're going to learn about is batch files. Now, files with this BAT extension are essentially plain text files that, when run, they execute CMD commands. In the text file, you type in CMD commands, and when you double click on it, it executes those commands. The only thing is that when all the commands are done with, it automatically closes. So there's an extra command that we can use in batch files called pause. We can use it in CMD as well, but it's much more useful in batch files. Now when you type in pause, it'll stop it from exiting, and it'll say press any key to continue, so that when you've read everything and you push any key, then it closes. We're going to be creating a batch file. We're going to create it in a different folder than the files that we already have in there. So I'm going to check folder 1, and all of our files are in folder 2. So in folder 1, type in edit, and here we're going to type in some things. A command that we can use in batch files is the echo command. This basically writes whatever you want to the screen. So it'll echo hey. There's also the type command. This types any text file to the screen. So let's say we wanted to type in file1.txt, we type in type, and then we type in the path. So C drive, example, folder 2 / file1.txt, and it'll type that to the screen. And then I'll put pause at the end. Once you finish that, type in file save, and in your folder 1, which it should be in already, type in example.bat, and then push OK. Whoops, I put a slash instead of a dot there. There we go. Now if we go to exit, we can either double click it from our GUI, or in folder 1 you can type in example, and you don't need to put the extension, because if you type in something that's not a command, it'll automatically assume it's a batch file. As you can see, it shows the command there, but it also shows what it produces. So it says echo hey, and then it says hey right there. Then it'll type file1.txt, which says hello world, and then it says pause, and it says press any key to continue. If you open this from your Windows Explorer, then it'll close after you push it, but since we're already in CMD, it will not close. That's pretty much it for batch commands. You can find some use to it. There's also a color command, which you can use in really anything. Type in color, and you have to type it the American way, not the British way, so no U, which kind of sucks, but anyway, you type in 2 digits. The first digit is the background color. The second digit is the foreground color. Now what I did is I changed the background to color 3, which is aqua, and the foreground color to F, which is bright white. By default, the color is 07, and if you simply 0 is black and 7 is white and F is bright white, you can experiment to that. The colors go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, and then that's it. If I put color 0F, as you can see, the text is now brighter, but it didn't change the background. If you simply type in color, it'll revert to its default, which is 07, as I said before. There are some other helpful commands that you need, but if you're ever having trouble remembering any commands, if you type in help, it'll show all the commands that is in CMD. Now there's a lot here that we haven't used before. Like the only one we've only used like maybe 5 at the moment, like 5 or 10, but there's a lot here. Now if you need help with a specific command, for example if you type in dir and then type help, okay, help dir, it'll show all the arguments that you can use. Now /a is the only one we used. And we can see that we pretty much use most of them here, but that's it. Whoops. You can actually display and edit the date and time on your computer. If I look over here, the time is currently 6:17 p.m. and it's September 6, 2009. If you type in time, it'll display the current time. And it says 1817, which is equivalent to 6:17 in normal time. You can enter a new time, but I'm not going to. As you can see, it has seconds and milliseconds there, but don't worry about it. If you simply push enter without entering anything, it will not edit it. You can also enter the date. And if you don't want to, simply push enter. If you're wondering how I got my command prompt title to be, say, NIBtechsupport mastering the command prompt, that's the title command. Type in title and then type in whatever the frig you want. See, now it says LOL. Normally it just says command prompt or something like that. There's this little program built into Windows that you can use from the command prompt called fsutil. And if we type that in and push enter, we can see a lot of stuff here, but we're only going to be using the file argument. Now in folder 1, all we have is our batch file. If we type in fsutil file create new, let's make another text file. Let's call it file4.txt, and we have to type in the size in bytes. If we're going to be editing it, so it's going to be empty. Just simply type in 0. As you can see, it says it's created. So if we type in dir, you see it has our bat file and our text file. If you go into edit, go to file, open our file, type in a world, then save, and then close that file. Go to open, go to our bat file. Now before our pause, we're going to type file4.txt. Since it's in our current folder, we don't need to type in the whole path for it. Now type in save, go to exit, type in example, and see it says Herald there. And if you wanted to exit command prompt, type in exit and hit enter, and that's it. There's plenty of other commands that I don't even know about, but this is just the basics of it, and it should help you understand your computer better if you don't quite understand the kind of things that go on that make it work. I mean, it didn't really help me understand it, since I pretty much understand it to begin with, since I'm a nerd like that. But it was good to know. It helps. And as far as I know, I'm going to be learning that in school in the next couple of years, and it helps that I already know it. So thank you for watching. I hope it helped, and stay tuned for more NIBtechsupport tutorials. I am the B of NIBtech, and I'm out.